Robin Williams, one of the greatest comedians and actors of all time, was a man whose laughter touched millions, yet behind his radiant smile lay a world of complexity, pain, and deep emotion. Known for his genius in films like Mrs. Doubtfire, Good Will Hunting, and Dead Poets Society, Williams seemed to be everyone's friend. But few people know that there was one person in Hollywood he truly couldn't stand, someone who pushed his patience and heart to the breaking point. The story behind this deep tension reveals a side of Williams that fans rarely saw. Robin was famously kind-hearted, generous, and open-minded. He rarely spoke ill of others, even when he was treated unfairly. Yet, during his long career, he worked with many strong personalities, and not every collaboration went smoothly. The person he reportedly truly hated was a fellow entertainer who clashed with him on nearly every level: humor, ego, and respect. The friction grew during a major film project where Robin's improvisational style collided with his co-star's rigid professionalism. What began as creative differences soon turned into open hostility, leaving an emotional scar on both sides. Sources close to Williams say that what angered him most wasn't just the personality clash, but the lack of empathy he felt from this person. Robin believed in treating every actor and crew member with kindness, no matter their status. But during filming, he was allegedly mocked and undermined by someone who didn't appreciate his unique approach to comedy. It wasn't just about artistic disagreements. It became personal. He tried to keep it professional, a crew member once recalled, but you could see the pain in his eyes. Williams was a man deeply connected to emotion. He felt things intensely. That sensitivity, which fueled his brilliance on screen, also made him vulnerable to betrayal and disrespect. While the identity of the person he despised most remains largely a matter of speculation, insiders have hinted that it was someone he had once admired, a co-star who turned out to be dismissive and arrogant toward him. The tension grew so bad that after the project ended, Robin refused to ever work with them again. Behind closed doors, those who knew Robin said he struggled when people failed to see his genuine heart. He was not someone who enjoyed confrontation, but when hurt, he carried it deeply. The situation left him disillusioned for a time, making him question whether Hollywood still valued sincerity and compassion. He often joked about his pain, as comedians do. But those closest to him understood the truth. Robin was deeply human, and sometimes that humanity cost him dearly. Despite this painful chapter, Robin continued to spread joy through his work and philanthropy. He devoted himself to entertaining U.S. troops overseas, visiting children's hospitals, and supporting countless charities quietly. Even as he faced personal battles with mental health, he never stopped giving. His laughter was his armor, but behind it was a man who simply wanted to be understood. In his later years, Williams reflected on the ups and downs of fame, the people who lifted him up and those who let him down. When asked about his regrets, he once said, "I just wish everyone could see that humor isn't about mocking others, it's about healing." Those words summed up who he truly was, a man who, despite the hurt, chose compassion over hatred. Robin Williams' story is one of incredible light and shadow. He may have despised one person deeply, but that rare hatred only revealed how much he cared about authenticity, kindness, and respect. He couldn't tolerate cruelty, not because he was weak, but because he was strong enough to love in a world that often didn't love back. And that's what made him not just a comedian, but a legend.